working here. We got a microphone on. Okay, so we're live this morning. It's 6 a.m. West Coast, 9 a.m. East Coast. It's Martin Luther King Day. It's a holiday for us because we're self-employed. We take all federal holidays off. When the bank's closed, I'm closed. So we have a day off today. So I'm going to do a build. I'm going to show you the build on the Iowa setup coming up in 2 weeks. Right now we are at Darlington, then we do Atlanta, and that's Iowa. So I'm trying to jump ahead here. And the reason why I'm doing this, I've done this before at Texas, and I get the question again here just the other day, Bob, I want to do setups, but man, I don't know where to start. I'm watching your videos, I see what you're doing, I think I understand it, but where do you start? Okay, so that's what we're doing here. Where do you start? And this may not go into the final details of the setup that I'm actually going to run, but the intent of this video is this series of videos. I'm limited to a half an hour. Oh, that reminds me. Hold on. Set 30-minute timer.
30 minutes, starting now.
There you go. I'll keep it. I like 30 minutes because if you're on your lunch break at work, you can kind of skip through it and get this done and watch it in your lunch break. Okay, so where do you start, Bob? Where do you start? Where do I start? What do I do? What do I do? Okay, so first thing we know, we look at the schedule. I got Iowa 150 laps. All right, so I know I need to get this car to run. Half of that, I need to get 75 laps, hopefully, out of my set of tires. That's our goal. Where do we start? First thing we do is we go do some research. Okay, and like I say, the chat window's open. I don't know what the delay is on the videos. If you've got questions, you can jump in here. Uh, and I'm going to post this stuff. Let me see. Our Discord I'm going to post this on our Discord in the Iowa folder right there. Okay. Oh, we got three clappy hands. Who's clapping? Joe. Okay. A couple guys. All right. So that's where I'm going to post these steps when I'm done with them. So you can also kind of tag along with me. All right. Let's get into this. First thing you do is we have to go to YouTube and do a little research. The first question I have is what did we do here last time? What kind of lap times were we getting? And I did a video on this back in a year ago. What did I say? Tires, tires, tires. Can you pace yourself to save your tires? Find out how to stop the snap loose after 15 laps. Download the setup on our Facebook page. Discord available on Facebook. Okay. Motec and Alex downloads go to their Tom's GitHubs. Okay. There you go. This is Christopher Howell. That's when we kind of first started. That was a year ago. All right. So focus. It's easy to see a squirrel and get distracted. All right. What I'm looking for here is I'm going to my tape here, and first off, I can see is it's a night race. Last time we ran here, and I've already kind of skimmed through this a little bit. Let's go here and here. All right. Actually, I'm looking at the my video here, and 23 threes. 23 3, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Looks like quite a bit of fall up there real quick. Point 0.3 to point 0.8, there's a 24. There's a 24.3 right there, 33. About 15 laps. So the video notes is saying watch that tire wear. So there's our time. So let me see here. Do we have a... There's a fast time 23.2. So I'm going to write that down. 23.3, 23.2. And that's a night race. Okay. Now, I did kind of look through this a little bit on the setup and what I did. Now this is, and let me see, I need the first page. Come on, Bob, 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 Bob. Where's the first page? Tires, 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 blah, 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 blah. There's second page. Look at the ride heights here. In the front is a 1.2, the rear is a 1.7. That's when we were running positive rake back then. So this setup is junk. All right. And I did watch my video. I've learned a lot since then. Now, do I have? Let me see. So the other thing I want to know is the line. This one. The driving line that I was taking.
This is when
Ah,
inspiration ignites a remodel.
all right. We don't need to do that. Damn commercials. Okay, so we got some times off of there. Let's go to. I found this guy's clip, Steve Sims Station. All right, and I want to see what his driving line was. So let's see if we can check this out because I think my setup had the wrong driving line. Now we know tires are going to be an issue here, according to the other information we have. Watch the guys in front of him. So everybody's up high, about mid lane right here. All right, let's turn to 1 and 2, mid lane. And you watch the guys in his rear view mirror. So here we're also mid lane. I believe I was always running down the bottom. I think there's a big bump down there too. You got to get up here to save those tires.
That was at 24.0.
Oh, I am faster than the top five, or the four cars in front of me.
Yeah, so that's, see how he said that? I'm faster than 4 cars in front of me. Why? Because he's dipping down lower here. This guy up here is sitting right in the middle, saving those tires, knowing, you know, or thinking long run. Let's watch one more turn here. See, he's cranking his car down to the bottom, right? And he's got good speed down there. Does it show you how many lap he's on? I don't see his information here. No, it lacks information. And you wonder why I have so many things on my window.
24.4.
It's all documentation.
Ah, another caution.
Yeah. Okay. So we learned that. We found the line. We know what the line is. We can get rid of this guy. The other thing for research, I got Tommy Brandon's. If you haven't seen Tommy Brandon's stuff, he's got some good stuff. He's also a subscription thing for members. I get extra perks. So Tommy's got good stuff, but still he's making money off it. So it is what it is. All right. So there's your research part of it. We need to set the car up to run the middle to save the tires. We need to rotate good in the middle. Let's go here. Here's how you guys set up your practice session. Go to the series, schedule. We're looking for Iowa. Click drive now, test drive. I'm going to go over here and I leave my weather on. There's times when you want to test yourself against the same temperature all the time to see if you're making a positive or negative improvement with your car. I used to do that. I don't like doing it no more. And the reason why is you go and you set up for 78 degrees and come race day, guess what? It's 110. Or it's 88 or something like that. I prefer to leave my dynamics tie on. I'll record my weathers and I'll look for an average. And I'm going to build my car around the average of the tracks I'm getting. Because I'll be back. You don't just sit here and do a build in 2 hours and walk away. It's about 20 hours. It's about 20 hours investment into doing a setup. It really is. So I leave that on. I build the car around the variables. Come down here, take the marbles off. I'm running this at 80 these days. Okay, is what I do. I used to run 70s and 60s, and actually, the first video I showed you up there, I was at 60 over there. So I'm up to 80 now. Hit the test drive. Let that load. Let's drink some coffee. Excuse me if I'm slurping. I'll try and pull the mic away if I start slurping. Okay. All right, so we did the background, did the research on it, and I'll show you some other things here that I change on my screen when I go into the build process with Simhub. I don't change my SimLabs overlays because it's I don't like messing with them. They're in, they're locked in, leave them alone. Let's see. What do we got today? Oh, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Now, if I go to Simhub, me see here now. I have changed my overlay so I've only got these small ones on here. I don't have all this stuff over here in this corner because I'm running by myself. Um, yeah, let's just leave that at that for now. That's fine. Okay, but why don't? Oh, because you gotta stop the editing. Stop editing. All right. What do we got? 73 degrees. Let's write that down. Make sure you got a piece of paper next to you. I'm going 73 degrees. All right. 73 over 80. Okay. I got the temperature 73 over 80. All right. We are going to run. We are going to start from scratch. All right. Because I know the last iOS setup I had is going to be junk. All right. So what we're going to do, we're going to go run a couple laps with the line that we saw out there. All right. Just to get a feel of
matching car and track data found in Sim Experience database.
that chick.
Profile modified.
She's so noisy. All right. Now, as far as the driving line, if you're new to the track, and actually, you know what? I should have it on because I haven't driven this in a while. I do leave it off when where is it? Oh, I might not even be able to find it. Delta bar, but you got the delta bar on right there. Oh, I don't even know where to find it. I don't even know where to find it. All right, forget it. I don't know where to find it. Typically, though, I would. Well, I say typically. I used to leave it on all the time. I kind of got used to having it off now. But the reason I used to have it on was I was looking for consistency in my laps. Make sure I was driving the same line all the time. All right, so we're going to try and run this line right here in the middle. This is what we're going to build around. This appears to be a fifth gear set, and we just hit the chip. The wall here on the brakes. I can feel that car turning with the steering wheel quite a bit right there. Which means as I crank that wheel, the rear end's gonna come around on me. I got too much front end grip here on this car. Brakes want to lock up. Now as we do our build for this line right here, we're building to save tires. As we're doing the build though, or later when we get closer to being done, we also want to make sure we can run that low line, right? 5 to go, 10 to go, and it's wreckers or checkers. We need the car to be able to go down there if we're not trying to save tires, but we're fighting for position. We don't want to get down there later and go, oh, geez, this thing spins out down here at the bottom if I got to run that bottom line. So that's something we'll have to look at towards the end of our build. Make sure we can do that. And that might be more driver education than it is something in the build. We're going to do 5 laps. Up on the top right hand corner of my screen, you'll see the SimLabs. Oh, it's not SimLabs. It's Stint Analyzer Overlay, Ricky Thompson's program. And that's telling me how many laps I've got on this run. And that's true laps. That's not the out lap. That's the true lap. So at least just saw now I'm on lap 5. And 5 laps is all we need. This car's a handful. Now you'll hear guys say, I can run the stock setup. I just change the air pressure, maybe a gear change, and the stock setup's good to go. BS. Bullshit. This car won't last. I ran into it just the other day. I had a guy, where were we? Darlington. Oh, I had the stock setup. Look how fast I am. The guy was fast. Yeah, show me 10 laps. He got to 8 and then bailed out. Some, 5,000 IR rating. Look, I can do this. You guys don't need a setup. BS. If we didn't need a setup, the setup shops wouldn't be making a fortune off us, and it wouldn't be a full-time job for them, but it is. Okay. All right, so things that we have open down here, I got SimLabs, my stint analyzer's running, I got MU open. All right, there's your stint analyzer, that's what we ran right there. There's a 2. That's what I was running last time, huh? And actually I came across a Conti video on his qualifying setup. Conti did one. He ran a 23.2 qualifying. That was also daytime. Nope, that was nighttime. Mm-hmm. Sorry for the coffee slurping. Okay. So those times aren't that bad, but we need to make them a whole lot better. Okay, that's the analyzer. We can take a quick look in motec just for the fun of it. Make sure you clear out your motec files before you start. Oh, you big dummy. Make sure you turn the motec on before you start your laps. Mine doesn't auto start. Something about needs an admin permission. I'm the admin. I gotta figure that one out still. But I didn't push the motec. That's okay. We don't need it. All right. So let's get down to the nitty gritty. Hold on. Do I even have Rockingham? Do I have an Iowa folder? I do not. Right click, new folder. Iowa. All right. Garage. Save as. Click on the Iowa folder. Okay. This is going to be season 1, 23, Iowa. Whip. Oops, don't do that. Give me that. Whip 1.0. All right, and we are off and running. Okay. Numbers. What do I need? This is where you guys get. This is where you guys get. As far as you get, and you get stumped. What do I do with all this mess? All right. First off, let's talk about the bars. There are setups that run no bars, and by bars I mean ARB, anti-roll bar. That's your bar. Some setups run no bars in the front and the back. Some setups will run a front bar only, and they'll disconnect the back. And some setups have both bars. All right. Um, and those are your options. All right. Um, let's see, which way should we go for this one? We are going to go, we'll go conventional. We'll use both bars. Okay. Now, before you get much further into this stage of it, you've got to make sure you know how to do the 4 cross weights for adjusting your cross weight. Okay. And let me see here. In Buster's Corner, cheat sheets right here, all right, is the, you've got, oh, is it this one? Yeah, that one shows it. But I also have a video. I have a video. I got to find the video link for you. But this cheat sheet here will show it to you right here. No, not very good. I don't like that one either. I got a video. I have to find the video link for you. But it's you would disattach your bars. Okay, just real quickly. So cross weight to 52.7. If I want to lower it, I start to the top left, and it's we go this one, then this one, right? So we start on the left side. We're going to go down. Okay, so it's down, down. And then start on the right side, go up, up. Okay, hit apply, and crossing out 51.9. I have a cheat sheet next to me, and I have an L with an up arrow, and an R with a down arrow. See my right height, 1925. If I want this to go up, if I want to raise that car, I hit the left button. If I want that corner to go down, I hit the right button. See it going down? That's the cheat sheet I have. Left is up, right is down. Okay? All right. Don't save this. Let's go back to numbers. You want numbers. All right, here's what I would do to a stock setup. First thing I'm doing is release my bars. The bars, people say, why do you do the bars? Why do you got to attach those bars? The bars provide a twisting motion in the body and the frame as far as called preloading the frame, if you will. And you don't want that preload twist in your frame. So right now in the garage, I'm up on blocks. My bars are disconnected. The frame is not twisting. The frame is sitting free. All right. Or maybe it's on scales. Okay. And that's what you want. If you attach these bars and start moving stuff around, the right heights change. Okay. Let me see here. 1927. Does this change? That one didn't. 1672. That one did. Anyway, let me see. What is moving? Something's changing up here. Maybe not so much because the bar is so low. I'm only at 2.0, so it's not going to change a lot. All right, let's get back on this. What are we going to do? Now, for me, let's see, bars are disconnected. I know diff preload does not work. I always set that to 0, always. What do I like? I like to see, let's start right here with our cambers. I want both my cambers to be at 3.5. All right. Now, right height 1672 is important. Watch your right height 1672. And I got a cast. I can check your cast earlier. Okay, 1672. Now I'm gonna take this to a 3435. Okay, right there. 1672. Bring us back down to 1672. Put this back to where it's not hurting anybody. Just leave it at 0 for now. Okay, 1672, 33. I want 35. Got it. 1672. Come on. That's closer. That's pretty close. We're just roughing it in. Okay, 1925. This is too high for me. 1925. 1925. I'll go. I'm gonna leave it there. 3.6. Make this so it's happy. Just leave it at 0 for now. Okay, 3536. That's pretty close right there. All right, we're pretty close. Now on the back, I'm gonna start these off. Oh, I prefer lower numbers. Uh, I like the 2. We'll leave it. I'd say 2. Let's go to 2. 1046. 1046. No change. 2044. That's pretty close. 2044. That's pretty close. All right. My rear toes, I don't like negative toe on these cars anymore. I prefer a +1 and a +1. I think it keeps the ass underneath the back of the car. And these will change it. These toes up here, we'll play with those later. It's because it's constantly moving as we go. All right. Our cross is 52.8. Our nose weight is 48.2. I think 48.2 is too low. I don't like that. I'm gonna let's go to a 46 on this. I'm just roughing it. These are just numbers, and these are just numbers that I like. Okay, 2000 P3, I'm okay with that. I typically don't like a lot of bar in the back of my car, but we'll leave it there for now. All right, Let's reattach our bars. Hit apply. I like to keep these as close. The first negative number I can get in the back is what I typically use. And I'll take this one, whoops, to a negative number as well. 18, that looks good. I'm sitting at 53 across, 48.6, so I kind of tighten this car up a little bit, looks like. All right, let's go see what she does. And this time, I'm going to push this button, telemetry on. All right, just 5 laps. And I'm not, and really, we're not looking for speed here. I'm not looking for speed at all. We don't care how slow or how fast this thing is. We're going to hit our marks. We're going to keep it right there in the middle lane. Run it out to the wall. And we're going to see what she feels like. We're going to get rid of that gear. We're going to go to a 4th gear as well. I forgot about that. Okay, I can use more rotation. I'm more curious what the ride heights are on it. We'll find that out in a minute here once we get our 5 laps and we go into our motec, see what our ride heights are. You want to get as low to the ground as possible. Okay, we'd like to have a rake in the middle of the corners of probably about a 0.8, maybe even a 0.9 for this track. The more negative rake you have in a car, the tighter the car will be. Okay, so if you have a lot of rake, you have to go back and loosen the car back up again. Versus if you have less rake, then she'll be loose. You might have to tighten it up a little bit. Not bad, these work. But you know what's not, the front wheel's not heavy in my hands like it was before. And that's because there was too much camber in there. It wasn't balanced out enough. They had too much right front camber. It was at 4.5 or something like that. We might get back there, but for now, it's a lot easier to drive. Last lap. Oh, that felt like it wanted to come around right there. Okay, that's all right. Let's get out of here. Okay. How'd our tires look? 98, 98, 99, 99. Okay. I didn't see that coming. But that's just 5 laps. Okay, so 5 laps. You're not gonna. You really need to go into it about 10 laps, 15 laps, preferably 15 laps, before you really start doing a lot of camber changes. All right, and like I said, we're still in the process of roughing it in. Let's go look at our motec now. Let me see how much time do I have. Oh, that's 29 minutes already. All right. There's our Iowa. All right, and what we're going to do is we're going to find a point in the middle of the turn right here. Right about there. I'm looking for my distance marker down here. It's 1184, 1190, 1200. I like that right there. So we're going to go, our marker's going to be 1200. I'm going to write that down. And I need a marker over here. And this is going to be Oh, 30. How about 30? Can I get to 35? I'm going to go with 35. All right. We'll leave it here at 35. What are we looking for? We are looking to see how level this car is across the back and across the front. Look at here. I got a 131 to a 121. That car is tight, right? So the higher the right side is, the more it's going to rotate. My right front is 140, 134. The front's pretty close. I like to see the front within a .1 of each other. All right, so the front looks pretty good. The back is all jacked up right here, isn't it? Let me see. Can I go back to what's our other number over here? 1200. Uh, right there. 116 to 81. Wow, that's all jacked up, isn't it? 157 to 145. Now we didn't change ride heights on this car, and we didn't change um, springs on this car at all. So coming out of the box, it's pretty jacked up. Our rake though is in negative 86, so that's pretty close. All right, I think we can live with that. Um, we got a 0.68 and a 0.52 here. I would say probably 0.5 is our lowest. But then, oh, there's my timer. All right, I gotta wrap this up for series one. Um, what was I saying? Okay, so we have an issue right here. We got to fix this. This is looking pretty good so far. So I'm probably gonna leave my front right heights alone. Oh, we got. Oh, actually, just here this corner, 157 to 145. Just move this around a little bit. See if it stays that way. 135, 142, 110, 120. Okay, the right side is too low. There's okay, but if in the middle of the turn. All right. So the right side is way too low in this car. And this is tricky because you can find a bump in here or something like that and mess up your numbers. So you got to kind of move around a little bit until you get what you're looking for. All right. Tires won't be an issue here. It's only 5 laps. Right front and the right rear. They had less wear than the left side, didn't they? Okay. So that's all of that for now. I'm going to save as Iowa. We're going to go back to this right here. Okay, I will post this in the Discord as our first half hour of what we've done. So you can now take and drive this car and feel what I'm feeling and kind of build along with me. All right. That's it for now, guys. We're checking out, like I say, half-hour videos, and I'll probably, I think I got to feed the dog this morning. I'll do another one here after a little while. All right, guys. Thanks for watching.